So what would an intern get out of working at Proctor Stevenson, Karen?
Okay. So they'll get a really good understanding of what it's like to work at an integrated agency. They'll also have some help with job hunting, portfolio layout, things like that. So we'll help them with creating a really good CV, how to present their portfolios as well, which they find really helpful. One thing our placements aren't is an opportunity to make tea and do filing. It's quite the opposite. We want them to be busy while they're here, and we want them to really get a lot out of it. And I think that tends to be how it works for most of our interns. So our design interns come in for 8-week placements. We think that's a good length of time for them to get a really good understanding of how a studio works day to day. It gives them some real life experience, and that can be anything from they might work on some internal marketing, so that could be monitoring social media, looking at our website design, things like that. They'll also have an opportunity to work on some client projects, so they'll usually shadow another designer, and that might be working on a relatively small local independent client to somebody quite big and international. We try and give them a really good sort of broad experience of different types of clients and the different requirements that they might have. So our hope is that by the end of the placement, they've got a really good understanding of how an integrated agency works day to day. But they've also got some really good work to put into their portfolio, which they can show and go on to hopefully get a permanent role in a similar company to our own. And we give them a lot of advice around that as well. So it can be job hunting advice or just literally laying out their portfolio and how best to present that as well, which they find quite useful.